Hi, I am here today to share the results of my recent DEXA scan with you. A little bit of background on me. My name is Jocelyn. I am 35. I have 2 kids. I have been doing CrossFit for more than 10 years, and I've been following a cyclic ketogenic diet since January of 2017. This test was done October 23rd of 2018. So that is 22 months, almost 2 years of following a low carb, high fat diet. A typical day for me looks like less than 25 grams of net carbs, about 120 grams of protein, and about 180 to 200 grams of fat. I also have not regularly consumed dairy products for about 20 years. They don't sit well with me and I just don't really care for them, so dairy has not been a regular part of my diet in a long time. So I was particularly interested in this test for the bone mineral density score to see how my bones are holding up, despite not consuming a lot of calcium in my diet. So the bone density score gives you a T-score. Mine is 2.2, which is awesome. It means I am 2.2 standard deviations above the norm, which makes my bones stronger than about 97.5% of the people out there. So there's my score right at the top end. It also gives you a Z-score, which, if I understand this correctly, a T-score is relative to the average, whereas a Z-score is age and gender match. So that would be like other women my age. Still very high, 1.8, so 1.8 standard deviations above the average 35-year-old female, which is great. I'm super happy with that. The other cool thing about DEXA is it's the most accurate technology we have to do body composition. So not just bone mineral density, but also lean body mass and fat tissue. So here's my little picture of what my body looks like. My percentage of body fat is 18.5, which is 2.8 standard deviations below the norm. On the little chart here. Here's me, not even on the chart. So that's good. The majority of my fat exists in my legs and my head, so I'm a big fat head. Very low percentage in my trunk, which is good. Not a lot of abdominal obesity going on. What else is interesting? So my percentage of body fat puts me in the what they've classified as under fat category. Athletic, basically lean for an athlete. By BMI though, however, I am slightly into the overweight category, which I always think those two things are very funny. On one chart, I am too fat. On the other chart, I'm not fat enough. But I think what's the reality here is that I'm just right. The Goldilocks of body fat. I think I'm having normal amount of body fat. This amounts to about 23 pounds of body fat on my 5-foot-tall frame. What I have is an abnormal amount of lean body mass. So I have more muscles than the average 35-year-old female, which makes those 23 pounds of normal body fat as a percentage of my total mass a smaller number. So even though it's a normal amount, because I have extra lean body mass, it makes the percentage of my body fat low or appear low. But then because I have more lean tissue, I weigh more and I'm slightly outside what would be considered a normal BMI, which is something that athletic people always complain about, that extra lean body mass makes us appear to be overweight by these dumb charts. BMI was never meant to be a measure for individuals. It was meant to be an epidemiological number for measurements across populations, but somehow it came to be used, as a marker for individuals. So I think for a normal person, BMI can be one indicator maybe of where your body weight sits, but I think as soon as you get outside the norm, i.e. being more athletic than the normal person, that BMI doesn't become very applicable anymore. So my bone mineral density is awesome. My lean tissue is above normal and my percentage of body fat is quite a bit below normal. So all good things that I'm happy with to see. Thanks.